6.2 miles. It doesn't sound like much if you were to drive that in your car, but have you ever considered that much on your own 2 feet? 26.2 miles is the length of a marathon. And how many of you have ever ran a marathon? Okay, one person. And how many of you would like to run a marathon someday? Okay, 5 people. We are ambitious. So I have never ran a marathon either, but I would also hope to run a marathon someday. I have participated in several running events such as 10Ks, 5Ks, cross-country meets in high school. But I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about the process of training for a marathon and preparing yourself as the race approaches, and also some of the things you might encounter during the actual race. So first I want to tell you about the training, and the training process is very lengthy, normally around 6 to 9 months on average for training, and it's really important to build up your endurance and stamina, starting out at a really low number and then building up your mileage. Here I have from marathon.com a specific detailed running schedule, and it's specific as in it tells you how much to run each day, which days to rest, and it's really a good tool to keep yourself disciplined and consistent when you're training for your marathon. And there's numerous websites, books, and magazines that can help you in your workouts and training, but this is just one example. So after all your months of training and working out every day, then as the race approaches, there's several things you need to keep in mind to prepare yourself mentally and physically in order to get yourself ready for the race. So first I'm going to tell you a little bit about some physical preparations that you need to keep in mind several days before your race. And the number one rule to keep in mind in preparing yourself is to stay extremely hydrated. Drink plenty of water, keep yourself full of fluids days before the race leading up to your run. As well as what you eat is really important, and About.com suggests that several days before your race, 65 to 70% of your caloric intake should be all carbohydrates, and you want these carbs to give your body the energy and the endurance to be able to run the 26.2 miles in several days. Another physical aspect of it is your gear, and here I have a worn-looking tennis shoe, which actually might be an ideal shoe that you would want to wear. You want to wear a shoe that's comfortable to you, and probably a shoe that you've been training in. It definitely would not be a good idea to go out and get a new pair of shoes before the race, because you can get blisters, it might not be comfortable to your arches, so definitely keep what you've been practicing in and what's going to be comfortable. Another thing I've heard is that people say the importance of cutting your toenails before the race, and I know that's a small detail that many people might not think of, but would turn out to give you a lot of discomfort while you're running. It can hurt the top of your shoe and hurt your foot as well as you're running. So aside from the physical aspects, mentally you want to prepare yourself and get your mind ready for the race, and you definitely want to stay relaxed and get plenty of rest and sleep the days leading up to it. As well as some people have said they've watched inspirational movies or inspirational books the night before the race or something to get themselves in the mentality of competitiveness or inspired and get themselves ready to run the 26 miles. So after all that preparing and getting yourself ready for the race, when the race actually occurs, there's several things that might happen. And I interviewed a family friend who has just participated in the Chicago Marathon this past spring. And he shared with me a little bit about his experience, some of the good and bad. And he informed me about what's called the runner's wall. And it's literally when your body will hit a wall. You've used every ounce of energy, every ounce of stored energy that your body has, and you're extremely fatigued and your body just wants to shut down. And mentally, he said that was really hard as well, because he said at that point he just wanted to quit. And normally it happens around mile 18 to 22, and for him it happened at around mile 20. And he said that was the hardest part, because not only was his body so sore and tired and just wanted to be done, he said it was hardest on his mind because he just didn't care if he finished or not. But after pushing through that wall and hydrating and eating more, they were able to push through that and finish the last stretch of the marathon. So all runners will normally hit that, and as well as he said, there's a runner's high, which he said he got, at the beginning towards the middle of the race that, you just thought they're unstoppable and almost maybe went too fast for a little bit, but kept his pace as well. So I hope you guys have learned a little bit about the training, the preparation, and some of the events that you might hit during the race. But every race would be different for everyone, but extremely rewarding nonetheless. And I don't want anyone to think that they can't do it, because I think with time, dedication, and commitment, it can be extremely rewarding for anyone.